This is so cool.
It is. It is. MJ is on you. We live.
It's on me. Boy, I tell you. What's up, family and friends? It's Conversations with Them Two. The Shenanigan Crew. I'm your boy MJ. She is.
Lady Des.
And we are joined by the mayor of Miami Quartet, the one and only Deacon Joe Riley. What's up? What's up?
Hey, how you doing, MJ and Lady Daz?
Hey,
so,
Mr.
I'm
Hey,
so
Mr.
excited to be
Riley.
on you all shenanigans.
Listen, I'm so glad that you're able to make it tonight because you've been so busy with school and everything. But you listen, we're gonna talk all about that. But hey, family, I am so glad to be here with you tonight. And of course, y'all know I'm Lady Des, and I'm just soaking up all this birthday love that they have been giving us. Last week was amazing, and we're celebrating as well our new release that you all saw posted today. I was receiving calls like all day about it, like, what is this y'all doing now? So and thank you all so much for your outpour of love towards my husband, myself, and my entire family. Your prayers. Let me tell y'all, this has been a month. This has been a month, and we're going to talk all about it on tonight.
What are we going to talk about? Since you're going to tell us all about it, you might as well jump right into it.
I just said it. You know, it was so much going on from our birthdays to Eddie. Well, Eddie came first, and then while all that was going on, we celebrated birthdays, and then today we just put out the new book release. So
it's ready.
It's upcoming.
Okay.
So we just wanted to put it into the hearts and minds of the people to get ready for it. So let me say new upcoming book release. So we just finally released the cover and the back cover of the book today. So we're just excited about it. We're going to talk about all of that. Go ahead, MJ.
Go ahead. Where we going? It's our birthday, and you told me it was a birthday party. So where's my cake?
Listen, we should have all had our separate cakes tonight, but later, y'all, later, because we're gonna have I thought we was gonna have a big birthday bash.
No, we wanted to.
You were on punishment. You couldn't come out the house.
Listen, duty called, so that kept me at bay this past few months. So, and we want to say hello to everybody that's joining. We want you all to share this live, this kind of impromptu on tonight, and we're just going to have fun. And we just wanted to greet you all and thank you all. And we just appreciate you all so much for your support, whether it's with the Quartet Corner with Joe Riley on Sunday mornings, which is blowing up. Everybody from all over the country is chiming in and saying hello. So we do appreciate that, as well as Ladies Day Live, Rhythm Ride Home, that is Monday through Friday from 3 to 8. 3 to 8 with MJ. So it's just been an amazing trip. And then also everybody has been tuning in every Monday with conversations with them too, and also Quartet Sensations. So we've just been doing a whole lot of things that is happening, going on. The nominations that are out, Florida Gospel Music Awards. What else? We have the Florida Gospel Music Awards, Gospel Choice,
the Gospel Music Choice Awards,
Gospel Music Choice Awards that just ended, and it's the Spin Awards is coming up. We have just so many other things that we're doing and being a part of. So we want to thank you all so very much for just taking out your time and just helping us celebrate, because it would not be us without you all. So everybody that's in the chat right now, we have Joshua C. Adams. Hello, Joshua. How you doing? It's been a long time. Thank you so much. He's saying congratulations. Hey, Lady O is on. MJ.
I see Lady O in the building.
Crystal Chris. Yes. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And we appreciate you and everybody else that is tuned in. So you ready now, MJ? Let's talk.
It appears that you've been pretty busy. So, you know, we're just here, and we just wanted to personally once again say thank you to each and every one of you that took time out of your busy schedules to tell D Holly happy birthday, to tell Lady Des happy birthday, to tell me happy birthday, you know, and they're still doing it today. So at some point it's like, thank you, and thank you. So Deacon Riley, what made this year special for you?
This year was very special because I am still in awe, you know, reaching on the other side of 70.
Okay.
That's been the most exciting part of my birthday. That to be 70, you know, and it was just, I mean, it was just amazing. It was amazing. When I say amazing, I still smile about it when I look in the mirror. And that was a great birthday gift to be able to reach 70.
Absolutely. And you know, you look good for 70 because Des over there, she just turned 86. So I tell you.
Really? And we're not going to talk about you 96 because you older than me. So yeah, but Mr. Riley, you know, God graced us, or they say what, God graced us to be 70 years, and you made that. And I believe that everything after that is just a measurable favor for you. And you know, even I turned 48. I don't know if MJ gonna say how old he turned. However, I still you know, I am young, but it doesn't feel like I'm aging, you know.
Right.
For me, and I'm just so surprised that I am 48 years old, because you know, I love life. I love having a great time. And I think I'm actually, let me say this right. I think I'm actually just kind of aging, should I say? I don't look my age, but I don't feel like I'm 48, because a lot of people think I'm much younger than what I am.
I get that too.
But why you looking perplexed, MJ? Yes, they do.
Well, I know they say you act much older than you are, but you look, yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
I think I don't know, but I mean, I feel like I felt like I was in school. I do. I mean, I'm not at that mental state. I see things a whole lot differently. But yeah, you know, as far as I think physically and just physically and health wise, yeah, I'm good.
But you know, you just said something there. I think, and I was telling Shada about this too, that my mindset kind of changed. Certain things that I started eliminating out of my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just stop saying, well, I'm not going to do this anymore. Or I don't have no interest in doing this anymore. And that, as much as I love quartet, and I say to myself, do I really want to go to a quartet concert?
Really?
Yes. And I'm like I'm so into school now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so my interests and my peaks and things that I'm feeling different, but especially eliminating certain things and maybe some people, but not in a bad way.
Right.
I definitely can agree with you there, because it's like, you know, we've been in this business for so long, and we've been to just about every concert, every conference, when those things roll around again, it's like, Do I really want to?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get it. I get it. But
It's a feeling
just the fact that
that
we were able to. Go ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's like just the fact that we were able to just wake up another day and take a breath was just enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have that mindset of pushing other people up now. Putting them in the limelight. You don't have to recognize me. You know what I mean? Recognize MJ or Lady Des and stuff like. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I had got great reviews on you and Lady Des from some members I met today.
Really?
Yes, how you all MC the concerts at the Family Foundation and stuff.
Oh,
And
wow.
that's what I mean, because I was doing it so long until it was time to pass the baton to make it more energized. If you get what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
pushing other people up.
I do. MJ, you was going to say something?
No, I was just going to say, first and foremost, thank you for the push with the Family Foundation. It's a foundation that is definitely near and dear to both of us. So,
Yes.
Any chance we get to get in front of people and make fun of each other, that's always going to be something we're going to do. Because,
right.
I have to keep her in line because she's just always all over the place.
with the tambourine, right?
Absolutely.
See, I didn't even bring my tambourine that night, but they would have been ready though. They was ready.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's my fuel a lot of time is the people. I love interacting with the people. I love the people coming out and just having a good time. So I always say, if Lady Des or even MJ, if any one of us is up, trust me, y'all gonna have a great time, and we're gonna be enjoying what we're doing because we're happy to be there. We're happy to see you all, and vice versa, right? So I appreciate that. That was a little minute ago, and for them to still recognize and say that to you in regards, that's awesome. So thank you for letting us know.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I was just going to say also on talking about the people and all of this, how they took out time to say happy birthday. I was just overwhelmed, and I'm gonna try to do this without crying, y'all.
Because you're gonna cry. Get some tissue now.
I got it right here. This birthday hit different. It hit very, very different. And a lot of people publicly didn't know, but my village, those who I call family and close friends, and not saying if I still have some that did not know that is real close and dear to my heart. We just tried to get around to everybody because it came across so fast, and it was something that we didn't expect. And at the time that it came, we knew that it will soon come or it was upcoming, but we just didn't know this fast, right? So Eddie has been on dialysis, home dialysis, the PD, for a few months, and he had just became active on the organ donor list as live active person that could, that is candidate for a kidney. And not knowing that happened April 4th, we got the letter in the mail. And then May 6th, he's getting the call that, hey, we got a kidney and we want to offer it to you.
You're leaving so much out.
I am. I'm just doing a shorter version of it. And it was just a miracle all in itself. And like MJ say, I am leaving a whole lot out of how this whole thing transpired. But it was, when I say that this was all aligned so well. And then when I found out, I was just extremely emotional all over the place. Like MJ always say, I am. because I'm trying to get that information, and then I'm going into like manager mode. I'm going into wife mode. I'm going to like, hey, I need to get this in place. I need to do this and that, because we wasn't ready, right? So, long story short, I was at the hospital with my husband for my birthday, which was fine with me because he's a great man and he have taken care of me and my family for years. He said he would, and even in his state that he was in or is in, he does that wholeheartedly. And it was an honor to actually care for him. But it was you all, the people that took the time to say happy birthday. And it was like thousands of them. It was thousands of them. And I was just so overwhelmed with the calls, the cash apps, the birthday songs, that people literally called and just sung to me. So that uplifted my spirit. So that's what I'm saying. This birthday and all the birthday wishes, it just hit a little different because I had to take the time to read all of those, and I try to respond individually, but it was just so many of them while I was sitting in the hospital. So it's so good to know that you have a supportive people that really care, because they didn't have to stop and say happy birthday. Something simple as that. And just don't think because I'm Lady Des or I got this or I am this, that people don't need that. We all need that. Listen, I'm trying to not cry, MJ, and get through this. So, but thank God.
I'm well aware. I hear it.
Eddie had a successful surgery. The organ started working, or the kidney, should I say, started working right away. And he's just going through the regular formalities of getting it jump started, making sure that the kidney stays healthy as well as himself. And it's been a journey and it's very different, but I'm grateful for every moment.
Well, I thought I was calling you too much.
No, of course not. Of course not. And like I said, it kept you on your feet. It kept you motivated. It kept you uplifted. Well, kept me uplifted. Just to know that people would take that type of time out, just to say, hey, I'm praying for you. Hey, how are you doing? Usually it's always the ones that are in the hospitals and stuff. And even people were thinking of me. Hey, I know as a caregiver, I know as a wife, this must be a difficult time for you. And
speaking of constant,
it get overwhelming.
And with you being overwhelmed, Overseer Emmanuel Carville says, I love you both, and praying for constant recovery. Happy belated birthday. So on behalf of all of us, we're going to say thank you for the birthday wishes.
Yes. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Elgin Brownlee say it's Taurus month. It is.
Yeah.
And we wear it wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. Yes. Who else do we have in the chat? There's a few people. Oh, look, our friend Brenda Johnson.
Hey, Miss Brenda.
Brenda Johnson. Hello. Thank you so much for joining.
Did she change her name to Brenda Johnson?
Yeah, Brenda Johnson.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, hold on. I think we can put them on the screen. There we go. She's saying, hello, God is good. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
And there's you
go ahead.
You left so much out. So just to compact it from start to finish, everything was orchestrated, and it was orchestrated by a higher power. When your husband got to the hospital, the nurses and people that were all people that you kind of had contact with. So even if you couldn't be there, you knew that he was going to be in good hands because you had nurses who were members of your church that were there, and just people that, okay, don't start crying. Stop. Stop crying.
You know, MJ, listen.
I know it's been a rough journey. I know, but you know what? At this point, you know, you've got us, and you guys are on a road to recovery.
Yeah, and I'm just, you know, and let me tell you, this is not tears of sadness at all.
Of course not.
This is definitely tears of joy, and this shows how God works. You know, God still works miracles, and when you feel like you don't have or how I'm going to do, it's like God orchestrated this thing where he had people in place. And I say this all the time. That's why it's good always to be good and to treat people well, because you never know how you're going to need that coming back. So just make sure that you're always sowing good seeds, right? And just being in that hospital those 11 days, and I can't say that those were 11 days of sadness, because the people that we have met, the people that I've seen that I haven't seen, that the people that I saw that I haven't seen in such a long time, they were God had them all in place right there. And some that I've met for the very first time that was so welcoming, and they looked out for us. It was just, listen, it was just amazing. And I just encourage everybody, just make sure you're doing good. You're doing good by people. You're doing the right thing. And I'm not perfect, y'all. I strive every day. I really do, to make sure that I'm doing right by people, right? Because it has been the people that has really, really upheld me in this time. The nurses, the medical team is unbelievable. And I don't know if I shared this with you, Mr. Riley, but even people I've worked with, I've supervised that are not even in the department anymore. They're in the medical field, and and one of them was our nurse. Another was working at the transplant. It was just, when I tell you, it was just laid out, and they were like, Miss Desi, oh my God. And they just helped us along the way. And that's just how God is. It's like, listen, don't worry about it. I got it all worked out for you. Right. And I know we talked about it, you know, when you try to figure things out, God is already working it out.
That's right.
And that's pretty much what we experienced. And a lot of times that's why I cry about it, because listen, I don't know how I would have made it without you guys, and without the people and the angels God had out there.
Don't start crying, because I don't want to see your mascara running down your face. I'm gonna take a screenshot and I'm gonna put it on Facebook. I'm telling you right now.
You know what?
MJ, but it's always nice to be nice to people.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. Nice. It is. It definitely is. And it was so prevalent this past 2 weeks. And people just bringing things and putting stuff in our hands, and without even asking. It's just been amazing. It's just been absolutely amazing. And I thank you all so very much. And even with Eddie, you know, Eddie is doing well for the most part. And his pain level is almost at a 0. Because I'm like, are you sure you're not in pain? And the nurses were like, this is unbelievable. Everybody was in shock and at awe of his determination to live, his determination to get up, you know. That's Eddie, you know. And it's the prayers of the righteous avail as much. And
Absolutely.
it's a strong community of people, because if it wasn't for my family, my mom, my dad, my sister, everybody just went into mode, like, hey,
Right.
help mode, because Brianna was the one that was originally in the hospital. Brianna went in the hospital on the 5th, and we was making schedules of how we were going to work around it, because I had to work, and my mom wasn't working and Eddie wasn't working, so we were just trying to kind of balance it out. And while Eddie was at the hospital with Brianna, he got the call about his kidney. So it was just like, okay,
Yeah.
well, what do we do now?
Right.
But it all worked out.
You all separated, and I like that. You all took shifts at different places.
Right, we did. We did.
That was fantastic. Great support.
Yeah, and that's what I said. It's so good to have a village of people. And my family, we're a tight-knit family, and we're gonna drop everything for each other. So basically that's how this thing happened. So I ended up calling my mom. I needed to have somebody to sit with Bree. I didn't see Bree until I saw her that Monday, and then I didn't see Bree again. I saw her that Monday. I went and got Eddie that Tuesday because he had to be at the hospital by 5. So, once these kidneys come available or organs come available, they give you you got to move. You got to be ready to go. So thank God he was right across the street, because Brianna was at UM Health, and we just had to go right across the street to Jackson. So we were actually there before they transferred his paperwork over. So like I said, it's just so much to this story that I could tell that God handworks was all in this. And it took our village to jump in and kind of help us navigate and move things around to make this thing work. And now we're on the back end of it, the aftermath of it, where Eddie wants to come in, y'all. Eddie wants to come in.
Let him in.
I can't believe it. Wait, hold on.
Let him on.
He's look at him.
Whoa!
Look at it,
Mr. Hall.
Oh wow!
What's happening, sir?
No, I just when I was sitting there listening to her, but I didn't want to call kind of robbery. To thank MJ, Mr. Joe Riley, and David Merritt for what transpired or what I'm going through. Y'all kept her grounded. Thank you, Jesus. I didn't want her to get out of who her identity.
Mm-hmm.
I understand you, my wife. I understand you want to go into management mode, but relax. Everything's good. God brought us this far. He's not going to leave us this far. As far as how he has brought us to. So I want her, still remain Lady Daz.
Yes.
Still enjoy talking to Mr. Riley, can continue to talk to MJ and been on the phone with David. You've been doing it, continually doing it. And just sitting there listening to her MJ go at it back and forth from 8:30 in the morning to about 8:30 at night. So I'm used to that. So it was a norm for me, just even landing in the hospital, hearing them two bickering back and forth. And you calling in, you checking in, and it's telling her what you're going through and how you doing good in school. And David calling in and making sure I was doing good. That's her close-knit circle as far as business-wise. And just to keep her humble and keep her steadfast and just being her and being who she already was before I even had received the phone call. I just want to get on the line and just really say thank you guys for everything you have done for her and continue to do it. And man, I'm glad to be around and still hear and listen and be on the sidelines just laughing at y'all. But y'all be talking on the phone. I'd be just on the corner and just laughing at what y'all be talking about. Like, okay, whatever. That's really
Eddie know everybody's business, right?
That's you, MJ. Whatever. Like you ain't talking. And it got to the point that you ain't talking to MJ. It's 8:30. MJ called yet? You ain't called MJ yet? Let's do 8:30 in the morning. So I'm used to that. And David gonna call about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and fall asleep on the phone. So I'm used to all of that. And I just want to say thank y'all for let her continue to be who she are. Everything's good. Everything's good. I can't complain. I went through surgery. I came out of surgery with no pain, no hiccups, no nothing. No pain at all.
Well, Ed, you look fantastic.
Stuff for this, right? I know I'm a little
Well,
butcher.
well, you look fantastic, and I'm very happy to see you. And I know MJ feel the same way. We thank you for sharing your wife with us. There's not too many men would do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we are like family, like brothers and sisters.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
just like that, and I thank you because, man, sometimes we used to be before MJ stepped into the plate, we used to be on the phone at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
We're doing a whole lot of interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MJ be sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. MJ be sleep, right?
Yeah.
We all have our shift. Eddie.
Yeah.
Which is
You gotta
good.
get MJ no later than 9 o'clock.
Amen.
That's right. But I tell you, my brother, I thank you for your support. I thank you for, just being you and being a friend, man. It really, you look great. You look great, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because you guys, y'all make my day. Even before the hospital, even for the hospital, I know one of y'all got to touch bases with one or another, either in the morning time, 2 o'clock, no later than 9 o'clock. Mr. Riley, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I'm used to it. So it was still a norm for me. So I was appreciative of everything that was continually going on, because I know she felt like she got to change this and do that. It's a little changing, but I don't want you to lose your identity. You still Lady Dash, and you still got work to do and stuff that still need to be done.
Amen. I'm so glad you're up and feeling better. I don't know if you enjoyed the tuna sandwich this morning, but it was my idea to put it on wheat bread.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I heard her talking. I guess she was talking to you, but I don't put all that lettuce and stuff on there. Give me mayonnaise and mustard. You got to add nothing else to it. Basically, all my sandwiches just like that.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better and glad to see you're up and about and repping those Dolphins. Way to go!
I'm still a Dolphin, no matter what. Win or lose. Maybe one win. I'm still a Dolphin.
Long time.
There you go.
All right, fellas.
So listen, everybody, this is evidence that God still works miracles. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. It's like I said, it's definitely a journey now. The aftermath of the surgery. It's tons and tons of medication. I have not seen one person take so much medication at one time. It's unbelievable. However, it's to help, and he's doing good. He's doing good. Not much swelling. He has light swelling, and he still looks like himself. It just shows the presence of God is real. The power of God is real. The miracles of God are real. So, and I'm just sincerely thankful to God for all that He has done, and the prayers that went up. We felt the prayers of the people. We definitely did. Yes. we
I get it.
People. Go ahead, MJ.
I get it.
Listen, I have nothing to say because I know what your last 12 days have been like. And I'm just glad that you were able to be there, that things worked out like they did. And like I told you when it first started, that don't mean I'm going to be easier on you, because you need to be grounded and you need that normality in your life, because you had enough stuff going on. So if it wasn't for me to aggravate you, then you would have been constantly bombarded with everything else that was going on. So, like I told you, I was not going to stop being me, even though I knew what you were going through, and I was there if you needed to talk. But other than that, you was getting MJ all day, every day.
And you gave it.
And I
Lord,
thought- and I
you
thought-
gave it.
I thought
Let's
I
go
was
to the
being-
chat.
I thought I was being aggravated by calling you every
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because
But
a
that's
lot
what
of
we
times
do.
I
you
was
know.
sitting there and I got a lot of little stuff going on, right? So even the TAP program, how they kept in contact with me and to see how it was just great. It was, just a collective of people that came together, and then to see all of those birthday wishes from people who never met me personally, and even those that have met me personally, took the time to say, happy birthday. They just don't know how that made me feel on that day, because it was just it's a lot. It was a lot going on. And I'm just sincerely grateful to everybody. So let's go to the chat, MJ, real quick.
Anita Hill, so true. Look at that miracle. Brenda
Yes.
Johnson, look at God.
Wait, let me say this about Anita Hill. Anita Hill sung my first birthday song to me early that morning on May 13th. So thank you.
And then on top of that, everybody gave us birthday presents, and now we're in the process of giving them a birthday present. Deacon Riley had a hand in it. I had a hand in it. Des, you've got a hand in it. So let's tell them a little bit about what they need to know about getting ready for the stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So God laid this on our hearts. We found ourselves consistently being questioned. It's basically a frequently asked question book for artists, upcoming artists, artists that have been in the industry for a while. So we had a lot of questions about, how do you copyright? How do you submit your music? How do you do this? How do you do that? And or if I'm asking, like Mr. Riley would know, getting ready for interviews and different things of that sort. Hey, send me over your EPK. They were like, what?
What's that?
Yeah, send me over your electronic press kit. Do you have so like if they respond slow, I already knew they probably didn't know what that entailed or what that was. Hey, do you have a bio? Do you have this? So it's basically a basic guide and a resource book that is going to help artists, upcoming artists, and also everybody know I work on the PR side in public relations. So I'm all for the artists. I'm all for how you present yourself and what you post and how you live on and off the stage and on and off that mic. So all of that builds, because I believe that 90% of who you are as an artist is not your skill or your talent or your gift, is who you are as an individual. So if a person like you or they love you, they're going to definitely support you. And the other 10% of that is what you do, is what you give out, your talents and your gifts. So it's a book that will motivate you as an artist, encourage you as an artist, and also give you insight and guide on what you need to do as an artist is putting out your project and your material and your work. So MJ and I, we collaborated on this. You all, once you get the book, you'll see Mr. Joe Riley. He did the foreword for the book. So
Did MJ see it?
the MJ, did you read it?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
There was no need to comment because I know Lady Des had that all wrapped up. Okay, so question from the chat says, is this book for a gospel explosion coming from music? Well, yes, this book is a step-by-step guide for people who are looking to enter into any form of the business, for people that have been in the business that just don't have the correct map on which way to go. Like Des said, we were getting questions that people were asking, and it's like, you've been doing this for how long, and nobody's ever told you, or nobody's ever guided you along the way. So this book is going to give you just that step-by-step instructions to most of the questions that people have been asking when it comes to the business of not just gospel music, but production, interviewing 101, like Des said, social media and things of that nature. So it's just going to cover just about the whole gamut of what it is that you need to know about being on the stage.
Yeah,
off
and
the
it's,
stage.
and it's the basics. It's
Yeah.
the basic fundamental things that you would need to just build as an artist. And sometimes even as a vet, you got to go back to the basics, right? And you have to learn. And I believe Kenya said this about her clients, her groups, her artists, that she shut them down for like 90 days and said,
Yeah.
"Hey, learn this." And they may think it's hard and they may think it's not right, but it's definitely necessary, because, you know, just sitting in on meetings and sitting in on different artists and what their particular team or their group is dealing with, you know, come to think of it, it's almost all the same. And a lot of times they don't know what is being discussed because they don't know the terms. They don't know the difference between EP, LP, you know, and what does that look like and what does that consist of? And sometimes, you know, just even, you know, oh, well, I'm registered with BMI, but that doesn't mean that your music is copyrighted. That doesn't, you know, it's just, if an artist learn their craft and know what's being discussed, you may not have the voice in the meeting because you have a manager that's doing that for you. But just sitting there and listening and understanding and knowing what's going on is all half the battle. The Bible
All right,
speaks.
you're giving out too much of the book. You're giving out too much of the book.
But I would just say the Bible speaks of, you know, our people perish for the lack of knowledge.
Absolutely.
So a lot of times things don't prosper because you just don't have the knowledge, or you don't have the will or the go ahead, because we're so used to working bootleg to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And just for those that are watching, the book is not available just yet. It's in the stages of being printed, and it is coming soon. So just know, just keep watching our social media pages, and we will definitely let you know when it is available for purchase. I believe we're going to do hard copies. Am I correct?
Yes,
we are. Hard copies.
We're going to have
so wherever you can get your books, we'll let you know where to go and get them, and you know, we may even deliver a couple ourselves. So
absolutely. And listen, and once we do this whole book launch, we want all of you to come out, even if you're not an artist. You know, there may be things that you want to do because they're ask yourself questions, they're affirmations, all of that stuff, all packed in this one book that would definitely help you. I'm all in for, you know, leadership and public relations and how an individual should carry themselves. So I'm all about that life, right? So a lot of that too is in the book, like I said at the beginning. So listen, if you have a dream, if you have a gift, listen, go for it. Go for it. You're never too old, and you're definitely not too young, because if you look around you, our young people, our young children are starting very young, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, and they're making an impact, and they're not afraid. They're definitely not afraid.
How many chapters in the book, without going into details?
Well, right now there are about 10 chapters in the book, and it's like the more we write.
We didn't want to stretch it out any further, you know, so that you would go to sleep on it. We wanted to make sure that we tried to compact it as much and get as much information in there, as well as leave a section for you to for you to take notes of what it is that you're reading. There's a section for affirmations. So yes, it's 10 chapters, but we tried to compact it as much as we could to give as much information as possible.
Yeah. And just like MJ said, it's definitely an easy read. It is definitely an easy read, but we definitely don't want you to just read through it. Take your time.
At least not the artists. The artists shouldn't do that. They should really take your time and read.
Absolutely. Yeah. And like I said, I think they're so comfortable in functioning like how they always have functioned, and feel like it's no need for all of this, but it's definitely a need for all of this.
Well, see, things have changed from the old way.
Right.
And the book is really coming out at the right time, because I think that from observing, I think that they're beginning to see the shift that's changing in performance. You know, you don't see all that screaming and sweating and jumping around, you know,
Right.
because things have changed since then. That used to be the norm back in the day, but now things have changed, I think.
Oh, they've definitely changed. Definitely changed.
And
So-
then you take MJ, Brennan, because he's not a quartetter, so he know the changes are there, you know.
Absolutely, right? Listen, I walk into a quartet program, they're asking for MJ. MJ? I'm like,
Really?
yeah, we always together, but he don't really do quartet like that. But it just shows that people are watching, and you know, they're listening, and they care about what is being said, I'm assuming.
Well, that book would definitely help them. It's going to inspire people to go out and get it. If you're an artist, it's going to inspire them to go out and get it and see what they've been missing.
Right. And what I've also noticed is that, you know, when we sit on these one-on-ones and we ask different questions, whether it's personal or over the phone, there's a sense of embarrassment or shame. So here it is. You don't have to be embarrassed. You don't have to be ashamed. Just get the book. Get the book. And if you just want to know about copywriting, go to that chapter, read upon it, you know, see what needs to be done, because I'm telling you, it's going to definitely inspire you to just go through the whole book. Whatever it is that you need on that basis to kind of to start or to start again, it's going to be in that book. It's definitely a true labor of love towards the industry and the artists to perfect their craft.
Right.
MJ, you all right?
Yeah. I'm reading comments as well. So yeah.
Okay, so we have Lori Maxwell. She said, "Praise God, hallelujah, for a successful procedure. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, for wholeness of healing in Jesus' mighty, majestic name. Amen." Lori, thank you so much. Amen. Brenda says, "Love you guys." Anita Hill, good evening, fabulous cousin MJ and Lady Des. Hello. What
She
else?
said, and you too, Joe Riley.
Yeah. And Joe Riley. Yeah, I see that. Let's see. I'm gonna try to put these comments on the screen as we go. I think this was pertaining to Eddie. Look at that miracle.
You're a little slow on the comments, friend.
I know. I'm trying to go through them. Listen, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. So we just want you all to keep in mind about you are the stage. You are the stage. Don't make the stage make you. You make the stage. And things are happening overnight. So just be prepared. Get the book.
Absolutely.
So you can be prepared. Listen, we saw that awesome win on last night with Jamal Roberts. And it's just a living testament that dreams do come true. No matter how long you've been at it, how long you've been working, don't get weary in well doing. Don't sleep on your dream. I'm telling you, it's so saturated now. You can bring that difference. You can what you have is so different from everybody else, and know that.
Right.
Sound like the benediction.
No, I'm just saying You know, because some people think that what they have doesn't add up to somebody else. You know, comparison is like the devil, right? Because you consistently looking at what MJ is doing and how MJ does it, or you know how this other person sings so well and I don't have it like them. And it's not all about that. It's all just know who you are as an individual, know who you are as an artist, and just go at it. Go for it. Go for it. Yes. And you know, Mr. Riley, you know this as well, you know, doing the interviews and different things of that sort. People who I thought had their stuff together didn't. And the ones that you probably like, nah, they, you know, people like the underdogs. They had everything in place. Everything.
Right.
They invested, they spent their time. And you know, we look at that. That they took the time, the energy, the money, the love, because you can tell how it was presented, and they went after it. So we encourage all artists to do that. And no matter what field you in, you know, put your best forward.
See, I think those that had their package together and those who learned from this are the ones that attended conference at some point in their career, and they watch the other artists who have made it, watch how they did, and ask that. So how did you do that? There's no harm in going to a artist who's been around and say, teach me how to do this.
Right.
There's no harm in that.
Absolutely.
Because if I want to know something, I'm going to ask. You know.
Right.
Well, you ain't got to do that anymore because now you could just buy the book.
Exactly. That's a good segue. That's a good segue into
you just buy the book.
That right on up, right?
It'll tell you everything you need to know about the business and who's doing the business. So it is all there. So just watch. Like I said, keep watching for social media, and we'll definitely let you know when it is available. But it's soon. It's coming soon. As they say, soon come.
Yes, soon come, man. Soon come. Okay. Yeah. So get the book. We really wanted to try to have it out for our birthday. That was the whole idea. But we're running a little
bit. God had another plan.
Yes. So
I want to thank the both of you all for giving me the opportunity to write the foreword, at least be a part of the book.
Yes, absolutely, Mr. Riley. Thank you.
Because when it becomes the bestseller, I like to have my name to be in the book.
Your thumbprint is there. Your thumbprint is definitely there. And we just say thank you for all your continuous support. And even before I came into all of this, you know, you were a part of our lives. So and you were the one who gave me my first opportunity to be in radio years ago. I think it has been what, 14 years now? 14, I want to say 14, 15 years ago now. So thank you. Thank you. And you still on this journey with us.
I think you all are still hanging around.
Yeah.
You know, Lady Des like a bad rash. She ain't going
nowhere. No, but you know what? You kept us motivated. You're like that voice, like, don't stop, don't give up. You got this. Along the way. So we thank you.
And you did know. Oh, you said that you had this birth. You and Eddie had this birth in you all about marriage. And I just said, okay, that'll work, because we didn't have that kind of show on the radio.
Right. And the funny thing is, you saw it on social media. You saw the flyer. Remember?
Yes. But I didn't know that it would turn into the passion, night, the prom night, or whatever it was, and that you had to be married or had a marriage date set to be a part of it. So that excluded me, even though I wanted, to participate. Even I couldn't come in, and that's what made it very special.
Yeah, but you know what? We the last one, I think the last one we said, look, we're gonna have Mr. Riley come in and just take a look at what we actually do, what
Right.
he has been promoting. And it was an honor and a pleasure to have you there. So thank you. Thank you
Yes.
for your support on that. We just had no idea that it would be like the biggest prom night in South Florida for married couples. It was nothing going on at that time. So
Yeah, right.
I'm just grateful to God.
I drove by Signature Grand about 2 weeks ago, and the first thing came to my mind was the Night of Passion.
Yes. I've heard that so much. Like a lot of the places, they were like,
It's torn down now.
yeah, it is. It is. But I've heard that, and the memories, it was a lot of memories that was left there. It was a lot of memories, great memories left there at BN Rose. So like I said, all of that has played a part in where me personally, where I am today. And people like, where did you come from? I've been here all along.
And I'm glad.
I've been here all along. I just, I'm all in the background, and you know that, MJ.
Well, yeah, you were trying to stay in the background. You were really trying to stay in the background. And I'm so glad I made that choice, and you accepted the calling to be the co-host with me, to make all those interviews possible.
Thank you.
And when people came to me to try to set it up, I said, no, you got to go see her. She'll set it all up, and that just brought a lot of. I said, oh, okay, she's running the show now.
Oh.
But
speaking of which, she got some calls she got to make tonight.
Yeah, right. But it's, you know what, it's helping me because right now I'm home caring for Eddie, and it helps me get my mind off things and staying busy. So yeah, it's good. It's good. MJ, we haven't heard much from you. Like, what did you do for your birthday?
I gained 12 pounds.
How do you think differently? Is because you act the same to me. I mean, no growth. I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Boy, I tell you, they say it's always the ones that's close to you, huh? Well, listen, like I said, just to be able to wake up another day and see life from a different perspective, looking at your situation right before your birthday, life was one way, and then 2 days later, you have a whole different outlook. So it's just one of those things that, every day that you get a new opportunity, every time you can open your eyes and take a deep breath, is a new opportunity to do something different, to make another impact, or, say a kind word, or not find it not so hard to be mad about something. So I just take every day after the birthday as just another day to try and get it right.
Right.
Yeah, that's real. So listen, what did you do though? What did you do for fun?
I ate and I ate and I ate and I ate.
Okay. Bored is
I ate, and then I got this fantastic new gadget, but I can't show it to you because it's attached to my computer. But
what is it? You didn't tell me that.
We didn't have a chance to talk about it. I have a 1, 2, 3 monitors for my laptop.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you enjoying it?
Absolutely. I'm playing with it right now.
Okay, cool.
Why 3?
So, listen, Elgin Brownlee is on. He said, I want the first copy put on the purchase list as first buyer. Okay.
All right.
You got it. You got it. Let's see. This is a blessing to have. God bless you all. Anthony Blackman, hello. MJ 100.
Anthony Blackman, he's a part of the Circle of Brotherhood who just moved to forgive me, I want to say Mississippi. I'm not quite sure,
Wow.
but he moved out of state. He moved out of state. He's also an artist, and watch out, Anthony. I got a book. Well, we got a book for you, so it's coming your way.
Glenn Payne. Glenn Payne. We love Glenn Payne. That's our other bestie, y'all. And we got a call. I think MJ and I both got the call about why didn't know about this book.
It was your fault. All your fault.
So Glenn Payne, thank you. Cost of the book is $15. $15. Yes.
I was going to ask that, but I said I better not.
Well, Glenn sure put it in the chat.
Anita, we will get you your book.
Yes, Anita, thank you.
Because she wanted at the family gathering.
This MJ, Brianna is on. She said, "Mommy, remember, don't worry about it."
Yeah, we ain't worrying about it. We
not. Please join me live every Sunday for Sunday school, 8:45 from First
Smyrna Baptist Church in Savannah, Georgia.
Okay, all right.
Elgin Brownlee. I as soon as you said it, I knew it.
So how you pronounce that? Smyrna?
First Smyrna.
Okay.
First Smyrna, yeah.
Smyrna.
Mm-hmm.
Elgin Brownlee said very reasonable price. Yes, like I said, this has definitely been a labor of love, and we wanted to get the information out. We didn't want to crack nobody over the head.
No, because you're trying to be nice. We was trying to get rich, but we wasn't trying to get rich off of y'all. So that's why it's $15.
Wow. Yeah. So what MJ said.
Yeah, we hope to sell a whole lot of books, but we ain't trying to get rich off of one person.
Side to it, but we definitely didn't want to. We want to make it cost efficient.
Make it to where it wasn't affordable, or that be the reason that you didn't get the book, because you see the book and it's like, oh man, that's $25, but when it's information that you need, whether it's $5, $15, or $30, if it's information that you need and you're trying to get somewhere, then you make sacrifices. So $15, I mean, that's a sub these days.
Yeah.
So
and you as an artist, as an individual, you have to look at these things like this, something that will help you, that will bring knowledge and understanding. Look at it as an investment. You're investing in yourself in order to get something back in return, right? So that's the reason that you invest. So when you know better, you do better. And now the knowledge is presented to you, because a lot of times, and Mr. Riley brought up the conference, those that you see have their things together. If you speak to them, 9 times out of 10, they went or attended somebody's conference at some point in their career, right? And a lot of times these artists don't attend. They just assume, or they just hear it on the street and think, hey, this is how it goes. Like one artist said, oh, somebody just told me about BMI and that's how you copyright. And no, that's incorrect. That's not right. So it's like little kids in school. They teach you what they think they know about whatever they think they know, and it's not correct. But if you go and ask the teacher, or you go get the book and you read it and you understand it, then it gives you a better knowledge and understanding of where you are in your career, what you're looking for. So here it is. We have experts, we have people that have been experienced, that are doing this. So get the book.
Get the book. What? You see that?
Yes, I'll get the book. So yeah, everybody, we're super excited about it. We're super excited about our birthday and everything.
We are still celebrating until the end of the month.
We're celebrating what?
until the end of the
And,
month.
Oh yeah. So listen, we should put our cash apps in the
Yeah, you didn't share your Cash App with me, but that's a story for next week.
What you mean?
You said thank you for all the Cash Apps, and I'm
Thanks,
like, wait,
guys.
you ain't got no Cash Apps over here?
No, well, people apparently already had my cash app, and they knew that it was my birthday, and they sent monetary gifts, so I thank them for that.
Yeah, that was a blessing.
Absolutely. All right, Des.
So you ready to go? Look, Mr.
It's a
Riley,
bit. Yeah.
6, Eddie. You see what time it is?
Oh yeah, I'm watching.
MJ's time.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
But listen, everybody,
You
thank you all.
get it early in the morning.
Yes. Early enough to call her at 8:30.
Oh, but yeah. On the road? Are you on the
Yeah.
road? when you go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Faithfully.
All right, family and friends. Once
Okay.
again, we all want to say thank you for the birthday wishes. Make sure you look out for You Are the Stage coming your way really, really soon. Feel free to Cash App Deacon Joe Riley, Lady Des, or myself. Not that we're begging, but if you find it within your hearts to bless us, we definitely going to appreciate it. And make sure you catch us each and every Monday night right here on Conversations with Them Too. You can catch Lady Des Thursdays at 6:30 where?
On AM 1490 WMBM.
And you
Lady
can catch
Day Live
Deacon Joe,
Remix.
that's right, Deacon Joe Riley on Sunday mornings on the Quartet Corner. What time?
6 a.m. to 12 noon.
So you guys have no excuse for missing either one of us. I'm on the radio Monday through Friday from 3 to 8. And if you don't catch me there Monday nights, right here at 8:30 in the p.m. So make sure you guys join us next Monday when we'll be talking about, we don't know, but it'll be something that'll be interesting to you.
Wait, MJ, what is the Cash App? What is your Cash App?
Oh, $ MJ Party for you.
MJ Party for you?
I think so.
Okay, y'all. Listen, go to the comments. The Cash Apps are there if y'all choose to. We're not begging like MJ said.
But if you find it in your heart.
No, there were people that were asking. So we're just gonna put it up for all three of us.
Yeah.
What's yours, Riley?
Do you have mine?
No, what is yours?
$ Joe Riley 555
All right.
All right. It's okay. So everybody's Cash App is in the comment section. So thank you all so much.
And I thank you all for inviting me.
Before we go, continue to keep Lady Des and her family in your prayers as Minister Eddie Hall makes a speedy and even less painful recovery, even though he ain't feeling no pain now. The pain he will feel will be from his wife's cooking. God bless you. Good night.
Wow. You got to correct that. I
don't know how.
Y'all be, let me tell you. I say, oh Lord. I am doing my wifely duties. Listen, I went to do laundry today. Yeah.
I know that was you know what? We'll do this offline.
I went to do laundry. You know, Eddie is the domestic one, hands down.
Oh goodness, she's petty and she's spoiled. Yeah, we're gonna do this again next. Deacon Riley, thank you so much.
No, thank you all for inviting me.
Mr. Riley, happy birthday again.
Yes.
Continue to party like the rock star that you are.
Absolutely.
Lady Des.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll tell the people that they can join us next Monday right here at
8:30 p.m.
It's
Conversations.
conversations with them too, the Shenanigan crew, Lady Des and yours truly. So God bless you all and have a wonderful night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.